Ever question why clean code matters in programming? It's like asking why we should keep our workspace tidy. Clean code, in essence, is a programmer's way of keeping their workspace organized. In the world of software development, clean code is of paramount importance. It's the difference between a project that's a joy to work on and one that's a nightmare. Clean code leads to better readability. It's like a well-written book, where each line tells a story, each function a chapter, making it a breeze for anyone to follow along. It also enhances maintainability. With clean code, making changes or fixing bugs becomes less of a headache. And don't forget scalability. Clean code is like a well-planned city, allowing for growth and expansion without causing chaos. It reduces complexity, making it easier for other developers to understand and modify. So the importance of clean code is undeniable, but what exactly differentiates clean code from unclean code? Diving into the world of code, we find two sides, clean code and unclean code. In the blue corner, we have clean code, dressed in simplicity, clarity, and consistency. Clean code is like a well-written novel. It's easy to read and understand. Each line, each function, each class tells a story. It's a beautiful symphony of logic and structure. For instance, imagine a function that calculates the average of a set of numbers. In clean code, this function would be short, precise, and it would do one thing and one thing only, calculate the average. But let's not forget about the red corner. Here we have unclean code. It's often complex, ambiguous, and inconsistent. Picture a cluttered room where you can't find what you're looking for, and you keep tripping over things. That's unclean code. It's a maze of logic, where functions, classes, and variables are tangled together, each doing more than they should, and none doing it well. Let's go back to our average calculation function. In unclean code, this function might be long, confusing, and it might do more than just calculate the average. It might also sort the numbers, print them out, or even try to connect to the internet. These two worlds of code may seem like night and day, but they are not always distinct. Sometimes, clean code can become unclean over time, as more and more features get added and as more and more developers work on it. On the flip side, unclean code can be cleaned up like tidying up a messy room. It takes effort, yes, but the results can be worth it. So, why does any of this matter? Well, clean code is easier to read, easier to maintain, and less prone to errors. Unclean code, on the other hand, can be a nightmare to work with, leading to bugs, headaches, and late nights. Clearly, the differences are significant, but how can we ensure our code is clean? Adopting clean coding practices is a continuous effort, not a one-time task. It's a journey that demands discipline and commitment, but the rewards are definitely worth it. So let's dive into the key points about clean code. Firstly, the use of meaningful names for variables and functions is fundamental. Names should clearly express what a variable holds or what a function does. This makes your code easy to read and understand. Think about it. Would you prefer to see a function named f or one named calculate average? The latter, right? This is because it instantly tells you what the function does. Second, the principle of writing short and focused functions is crucial. A function should do one thing and do it well. This makes it easier to comprehend, debug, and test. Have you ever found yourself lost in a function that seems to go on forever, doing everything but the kitchen sink? If your answer is yes, you know the pain. Next, we have the single responsibility principle, often abbreviated as SRP. This principle states that a class or module should have one and only one reason to change. This makes your code more modular, flexible, and resistant to bugs. Following SRP, you can create a well-structured code base where each part has a clear, well-defined role. Refactoring code regularly is another key point. Code, like any other product, ages and can become cluttered. Regular refactoring helps to keep your code fresh and clean, removing unnecessary complexities and improving the overall structure. Finally, let's not forget the role of code reviews. They are an excellent way to maintain clean code. By having your peers review your code, you can catch potential issues early, learn from each other, and ensure that your code adheres to the team's coding standards. Remember, clean code isn't just about making your life easier, it's about making everyone's lives easier. So keep your code clean.